I recently went to the candy store and I was wondering, what can I make from these? So let's draw. I got some of my favorite familiar childhood candies, and I also found something strange, like this little 4D lucky fish, goldfish, gummy guy thing. I think I can make something super interesting here. So I wanted to start out with my little goldfish guy, and they say he's juice filled. He's quite squishy. So I want to make some candy characters inspired by these for like a strange candy kingdom. I'm kind of feeling something magical, I guess. I don't even know if I remember how to draw a goldfish. So I'm trying to use the candy as a reference to see where we're gonna go with this little guy. It's kind of goldfishy. First, I'm just going to try to draw a little goldfish guy. He's quite round. He's got like a little fin here. And quite a big tail. That is cursed. So the main shape is a circle. And I'm gonna try and see if I can do some kind of front view. Oh, that is quite derpy. Oh my gosh. That is cute. Look at that tiny little guy. That's cute in a weird way. I tried to erase the side view as much as I could to see if I can try a more stylized version. Womp. He's got like little fishy lips. He's kind of have like a mohawk, I must say. Little fin. Oh, something about the lips. That's not right. Something about the lips. That is so much cuter. Oh, look at that little guy. Trying to challenge myself to be more creative with this. It's not just a fish. Maybe it's some kind of magical fish. What if he has like little glasses? Little nerdy fish. I kind of like the round ones. They give more of the cute style. Let's see how goofy I can make. How goofy can I make this? Giving him big, big eyes with his little fins. It's looking a bit sillier than I wanted it to. I need more design. I need something else. So I kind of fixed the eyes to more how I wanted them to look, and I want to try a different style of glasses. So what if we have like bottom only? I want to make him magical somehow. So I'm thinking maybe he has like a scepter. He's like a wizard fish, maybe? Or like a mage fish. some kind of scepter, and we can have like coral on the outside. That would be cool. A corally scepter. That's actually really, really interesting. And what if we gave him a hat? A wizard hat. So I think we need to make this part shorter. So I want to add the juice in the middle of the gummy as an element when I color him. So maybe we'll have, kind of looks like a little fishbowl inside. And maybe we'll have little bits of netting on him with starfish and stuff. I don't know about the netting, but I think definitely I'm gonna put stars on him. So I'm going to draw the side profile again a bit bigger. I think that's a bit big. Whoa, that's a bit big. Okay, we're starting to get our goofy little fish guy. I'm trying to mark out where things would be and get the tail proportions right. Something like this. We have his little scepter here that's lined with coral. I'm still not too sure on the hat, even though I kind of like it. So let's just... And I'm thinking of scrapping this hat for some kind of coral crown. I like that. I like that little crown. So I'm trying to work out his little coral crown. I'm starting to think he might be like the ruler of this fish candy kingdom. He's like the ruler of the candy sea. I'm now going to lighten the sketch so I can go over with some alcohol markers and some paint markers. So my sketch is now lightened. So let's find some nice colors to really give the transparency still of the little gummy candy. So I'm actually going to start going over the whole thing with this yellow. I'm trying to think of a name for him. Thinking something with fins. Fin something. Fin. Something with a fin. Now he kind of looks like a fish ice cream. Not what I was going for. Now I'm going to be going for the juice color in the middle. So let me see. So now we have the juice part in the middle, which could look a bit juicier. I'm still trying to think of a name for this guy. Something fishy, something candy-like, maybe a bit magical, something interesting. I'm kind of leaning towards Finnick, even though, isn't that the guy from Hunger Games? Into the middle. Finnegan? Finland? No. Fred. Finfred. Finnifred? Don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Really stuck on a fin. Something in his name needs to be a fin. Kind of like Finnifred, not gonna lie. Kind of like Winifred, but Finn. A Fred. I think I'm going to go in with my bright. How gummy-like can I really make him? Finfred. 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 Finfred the second. Oh. Oh, Finfred the second. The crown has been passed on, and he is now Finfred the second. Feeling a little bit like a genius here. Ruler of the candy syrup sea. I think I kind of want to pull in some blues. I think that would look nice for the coral. Cool. Gummy goldfish royalty. That is interesting, that's for sure. Finfred the second. Fish royalty. Now, for his scepter, we are in the presence of royalty. The idea that they picked this family to rule the candy syrup sea, but they're goldfish, so they're just kind of a little stupid. They're just a bit dumb as a rock, but everybody worships them, and they don't even know why. And for the middle, I kind of wanted it to be like it's full of water in the scepter. And I feel like there would be pearls on the scepter as well. Let's see, for the glasses. Definitely thinking I'll go over with this color. I'm gonna go in with a blue-gray grabby paint marker for the glasses, I think. I'm also going to go in with my yellow to make a star on the top. Then I'm going to outline everything with a Sharpie fine liner. The eyes are so goofy right now. I think we just about have our first candy character done. And I imagine it's like a C made out of like the sweetest syrup, or kind of like the stuff that slime liquors have inside of them. I think I'm going to use my white paint marker to add some highlights to really give it the gummy candy feel. First, I think I'm going to add, oh my goodness, that just made it so cute, so cute. Okay, now I'm going to add some shine to the juice part, I think. It looks like a gummy goldfish now that I've added some highlights. Kind of all over. So, I think this is officially Sir Finfred II. Sir Finfred II. And I think I'm actually going to add one last little highlight in his glasses. There we have Sir Finfred II, the gummy goldfish candy, ruler of the gummy syrup candy sea. Ruler of the Candy Sea, Sir Finfred II. And I will say, Sir Finfred is quite delicious. When I think Zotz, I think of the fizzy center in the middle. I really think of that. And that kind of gives me like someone really energetic, really extroverted, bursting with personality. So I think that's what I'm going to try to convey. And I'm actually kind of thinking a fizz ponytail. So try and simplify it and make it a little chibi-ish. I'm kind of thinking she might also wear like a backwards baseball cap. Kind of wearing like sneakers, maybe has scuffed knees. Yeah, she's just fizzing over everything. So we're gonna have a big red C on our top. Pink, maybe, to contrast from everything else being blue or red. I do like the pink, but I honestly think it takes away from the fact that she is Zotz. Blue raspberry Zotz to be specific. So I think we're going to stick with the blues for the skin. Zizzy. Fizzy fizzled. Really trying here. Put some shading in because the fizzy stuff in the middle is white with like little dots, at least as I would imagine. So I'm just going to use some of this gray to shade. What do you guys think is a good name? Zippy? That's like a dog name. So I'm gonna say no. Sounding like a bee over here. Zoddy. Zoddy. That's the name. That's it. The name is Zotty. It was so simple, I couldn't think of it. So we have our little kid tomboy, Zotz, blue raspberry Zotz character, Zotty. Zotty. With her little red shoes, which I think are quite fitting. Her frizzy hair, which I quite like her white frizzy hair. I think it's very fitting, and I think it's a fun way to add the fizz. I feel like something could have been different with the hair, but I also feel like it's quite fitting. I think I'm going to put a bit of a background color behind her, just so we can really separate the white in her hair from the white on the paper. There we have it. We have Zotty, which I quite like that name. Well, I think that's our characters. I think that's our candy characters. We have Sir Finfred, the gummy fish ruler of the syrup candy sea, and we have Zotty, a extroverted, explosive tomboy inspired by blue raspberry Zotz. I'm quite happy with how both of these turned out. I think they were really fun, really creative, and let me know if you would like me to draw the Crybaby wax bottle candies as some characters. I have an idea for it, but I'm not sure. I also have marker all over my nails and hands, so I think I'm gonna go wash my hands and my nails. This was really fun. I highly recommend. Also, some of my favorite candies, and these were actually really interesting. They were a nice peach mango flavor. They were really light, and they were kind of juicy in the inside. I hope you liked watching me turn candy into characters, and I think that's all for now. So, bye! Stay safe, strawberries!